I have you? No.
I can quickly go toilet.
Girl.
How do you believe in God?
So, welcome to Pigmented Taboo. Today, we're going to discuss a really controversial topic in the LGBTQ community, which is religion. So, firstly, do you guys believe in God?
I do, but not in the traditional sense of God. I think there is a higher entity, but I don't think he's some vengeful, jealous, slightly psychotic. No, I don't think that's what God is. I think God is pure love. So yeah, I do believe in God, but not in the traditional sense. The Abrahamic sense of God. No, I don't.
Yeah, I think I'm the same. Like I don't subscribe to religion like as a construct, because I believe like it's a like social construct.
Yeah.
What you should and shouldn't do.
Definitely. And I do think it has played a really good, like it's played its part in the way that we've evolved as human beings. Because there's this argument that if there was no religion, well, how would you know the difference between good and bad? But I think like in us, we know when we're doing good and when we're doing bad. But religion was a clear way to guide that. So I think it is important in its certain ways, but in general, you're right. It is like a social construct, and it's like everybody's religion is right, everybody's religion is wrong. It's a lot.
To be fair, apparently, like religion was initially kind of made to, I heard religion was made to kind of like control, like in slavery, it used to be. Should I? Okay. Yeah. So, in slavery, like they used to use religion as a weapon to kind of control the masses. So
Yeah, I do believe like
know?
at a certain point, like religion was used to like, I want to say like in the beginning, I don't know because we weren't there,
Yeah,
but like
true.
from the way it has evolved, it seems like a lot of the rules and a lot of things you're not supposed to do, it benefits the patriarchy, it benefits men,
Definitely.
specifically. Yeah,
Definitely.
especially if you look at religions like, I was born Muslim, I grew up in Islam, and so let's not,
Yeah.
So for me to answer that question, I'd most definitely believe in God. Do I believe in church? Now that's a different question.
That's
Yeah,
completely
because it's
I
different
do
from.
not believe in church at all, but I do believe in God. I feel like everyone can have their own individual,
Yes.
individualistic
Relationship.
relationship with God.
Of
They can
course.
read the Bible in the morning, read it at night, and have their own relationship with God.
Yeah.
And
Because it's personal.
It is
I
personal.
feel like God is personal.
Yeah.
God is within
Yeah,
everybody.
everyone, exactly. I do
Like,
agree.
it's not something that if you don't go to church, then God doesn't see you.
Yeah.
In fact, I feel like the nicest people and the most, generous people and the most like caring
They're
and
not
giving people
religious.
are people that are not churchgoers.
Yeah.
Whereas on the other side of the spectrum, the most wicked people and very like selfish
Yeah.
and
Judgmental.
judgmental always happen to be church people.
Yeah, I think in religion in general, because once you follow a specific religion, you have this holier than thou attitude, like I'm better than you, I'm going to heaven, and the rest of you are going to hell. And anytime when I really started to think about that, I'm like, why would a creator create all of these people and say just a specific amount is meant for happiness ever after, and the rest of you, you're not worth it? Like, why did you bring me here then?
Exactly.
It makes no sense. Like when I think about God, when I sit down and I think of how much he's done for me, I feel love.
That's exactly
I feel
how I feel.
happiness. I don't feel hate. I don't feel, oh, I don't like you because you're gay, because you like men. Like, I don't, no, it doesn't.
That actually leads me to another question. So do you believe that God intended to make gay people, like God intended to make us gay, and therefore do you think?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I don't know. We don't know what God is. We can feel him. But I think in my head, I have this idea that it sounds crazy, but human beings were so powerful, and like I believe mind over matter. And I think it really does sound crazy, but I think we thought God, and then God thought us. It's like a infinity. So I feel like, yeah, he created us, but in a way we also created, and I say he because that's the way we've been brought up to think of it as a he. But I think we created that image of God, and then it created us. So it's like a cycle. So I think in a way, God, whatever, when he brought us into creation, it was he left us to our own. So it's like, here you are, this is the world, do you just be good. So I think at the end, at the end of it, it's not about you're gay or you're straight or you're this or that. As long as you're good, and you truly know when you're good. Like if you're doing something evil, you know, like you don't want people to know. But if you're like, I've never been, that's why I'm so for PDA with men, because I feel like I'm showing you my love in front of other people to let them know like this is love. Like you don't got to be ashamed to hold my hand. You don't got to be ashamed to kiss me. Come here, boo. You know, you get what I mean.
I love
So
PDA.
it's, yeah. So it's like, the only reason why you're ashamed of that PDA is because you think it's evil. So like you feel ashamed of yourself.
I mean, debatable. I'm Ghanaian, so as Ghanaian people, we're very like reserved. So really and truly,
that's fine.
Yeah, straight or gay. I feel like PDA is not necessary.
That's fine.
Obviously, there's a limit.
Like, you don't need to be.
Yeah, but it's like
if you push each other against the wall and shit in public, then
have you seen that happen?
Absolutely.
Yesterday, like, do you know what I mean? Ghana, if you're doing too much, even like a straight couple, you're like,
but like even holding hands,
like, you know,
but even holding hands, or even like picking, or like giving them a kiss or something like that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from, but I also think I know showing love, but also. Yeah, in public.
Culturally.
Like, you can, you know.
Like, for me, like, I grew up in a Christian household. Like, my mom is still religious. And I grew up in a Pentecostal household.
Same.
So, it was a little bit more chilled out. It's not really that strict. Yeah, it's not really that strict in the household. I stopped going to church I remember when I was 14. Only just because I felt
and your mom allowed you to stop going to church at that age?
Yeah, I just used to sleep.
Yeah, she wouldn't wake you up.
No, she would. Yeah, no, she would wake me up and then I'd go back to sleep, and then she would. Like, I think eventually she kind of got the message, like, I'm not really feeling it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to come. But for me, I think it was like I class myself more spiritual than religious.
Of course, same here.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you guys think you guys class yourself as these other terms because, in a way, religious people push you away from it in a sense that makes you reject the idea of religion? Like, do you think that's why?
I don't know, because like
kind of
yeah,
because I genuinely feel like a lot of people that say, "Oh, I'm spiritual," or "I believe in like."
Because you feel like you don't belong in the religion.
You don't belong in the religion, and I feel like that is because of religion, quote unquote, religious people.
Do you know what?
When they make it feel like, oh,
you don't belong.
If you don't tick this box or that box, so
then
you're not really religious.
So
then you guys, as a response, you're like, well, then I'm spiritual.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you feel that?
No, I think with me, like even when I knew I was gay, the first time I ever did anything with a guy, I went to the mosque and I prayed. Like I was on my knees. I was like, Allah, please forgive me. I did not mean to. Please take this out of me. And I prayed really hard. And this was even before like my family knew, before I even came out. Like in myself, I felt guilty because I already heard about Sodom and Gomorrah and I heard all the stories. I was like, I don't want to be turned into salt, like all this. Yeah. So I had that guilt within me. And then gradually, as I started to have more sex, I was like, this actually feels good. Like I feel happy when I'm doing this. Like if I'm feeling happy, this can't possibly be wrong. I mean, there's arguments for that, but yeah. But anyways, and I started to have relationships apart from sex, like relationships with guys, and I started to build love and connection. And it led me to feel like this is not something that's bad, because when I'm with a guy that I really care about, I just feel at peace. Do you get what I mean? I feel like everything is fun. Nothing like there are certain situations where I've been with guys and I feel like I could be here forever. Like we're not even doing anything. We're just chilling. I just feel like I'm at peace. And when I started to realize that, okay, what I'm hearing from my religion and what I'm feeling inside me, they don't align. There's a problem. And it took me a time to slowly divide that. I think I stopped practicing Islam fully in lockdown. In lockdown, something happened, and I basically tried to commit. Obviously it didn't work because I'm here. But yeah, something happened, and then it just woke me up. It's like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I just want to live my life. I just want to be happy. And then I discovered something called law of attraction, which is basically like how you feel changes. Like it attracts things to you. It sounds woohoo, but like it's worked for me because it's like if I stay happy, if I'm in my truth and I believe that God is on my side, things are gonna align. So I see where you're coming from, but I feel like the religious people in themselves didn't push me out of Islam. I found myself in a situation where I realized that I don't need to follow Islam to be close to God. So that's
Which
it.
makes sense. I feel
Yeah.
like I only say that because obviously my kind of like how I got. So I grew up in church. I always been going to church. I went to a Pentecostal church as well. Like I did. I got baptized there and everything. I've been going since I can remember. But I feel like when I was going church, it was never my choice to go church. Like it was just something that you do. It's Sunday, you go church, that's it. So it was a duty.
Yeah.
So I at that point I didn't really understand God. As in I knew that God was there, but I didn't understand what type of relation I was meant to have with God. So I was just going to church just to go to church. And obviously I knew like they will preach obviously being gay is bad. Really and truly, I never really felt guilty.
Yeah.
Like I was
You never
just
had that
like,
guilt?
not really. I just was
Okay.
this is who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like, yes, but like you know what I mean? It's bad, but like a lot of things are bad. Like it's bad. You know what I mean?
I know what you
I
mean.
didn't feel like, oh my God, like
Yeah.
you know, so I never felt guilty in that sense. But my thing was never church. My thing was the people that were in church. Whenever I would go to church, I would feel so anxious. I would be like, oh my God, I need to walk a certain way because I don't want them to think that I'm that, or like I need to
Yeah.
watch how I speak. Like to the point where whenever I'll be in church, I'll be so quiet.
Yeah.
But then outside the church, my actual personality will come out. Like literally. So
But I feel like that's a lot that's a vibe for a lot of people that go to church.
yeah, like when you're
It's
in
like
church,
when you're in
you're
church,
like
you're a completely different person. When you're outside the church, you're a completely
literally so
different
different to the
person.
point where like the people that knew in church, whenever they're like the one that would be allowed to follow me on socials, because I want my real life and my church life to be completely
Completely
separate.
different, yeah.
To the point where they wouldn't have my socials. I didn't want theirs.
Yeah.
But the few that would get my social would be so shocked about how my personality actually was, because in church I would be so like
Reserved.
reserved. I
Yeah.
didn't want to speak, and I don't believe like that's what God is. Like I feel like it was just mainly the people, and it wasn't actually until I fell out with my parents because of my coming out that I actually understood what church was about, which was God. But I realized that I didn't need that community for me to be close to God, because that community was actually keeping me away from God.
Yeah.
Because you know when you go to a place where it's meant to be about God, but all you're thinking about is you don't want to be judged for how you're walking. You don't want them to think that you're gay.
Yeah.
Or you don't want to like
Give
do
yourself away,
something
just
weird with
rigid.
your hands and for
Yeah.
them to
And
think
yeah,
some,
for them to
like
pick you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
African churches are so like
Oh yeah.
judgy, like they scan you up and
Yeah.
down, like, and I know it sounds crazy because church is meant to be like a judge-free zone,
Yeah.
but it's literally the opposite.
Yeah.
Like they'll analyze you from head to toe,
Yeah.
what you're wearing, how you're moving.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I feel
okay.
like they do that
What's good?
for even apart from even gay men, like even like women go through that a lot.
Yeah,
Because
like
like
Absolutely.
generally,
Yeah.
all
Absolutely.
of that takes away from you even thinking that you're there for God.
forgot, yeah.
So once I removed myself from that scene, that's when I actually understood, and
Yeah.
now I actually got close to God
Yeah.
and started praying and reading the Bible and understanding the Bible.
Yeah.
So
I feel like religion is very cliquey too, because
very,
we
it's like
have
a private members club. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
you
it
can get
is.
in,
And it-
you can't get in.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
really and
yeah.
truly, they only reserve that treatment for gay people, because they always open arms for people that are woman traffickers, and
Yeah.
then they turn to Christ in jail, and they take him. Oh yeah, God forgive
Yeah,
his
forgive
sins,
your
whatever.
sins. Yeah.
Murderers.
Murderers,
Yeah.
molesters.
People
It's
that-
open for everyone, but
Yeah, I see where I'm coming from, but haven't you heard of stories of where people were like, they were like, oh, I'm born again and I'm not gay anymore? Do you
That's
think
a
that's
lie.
I know it's a lie. I know it's a lie. I know.
I literally saw a documentary of this pastor.
Yeah.
He got caught messing with a boy. Actually, he got caught messing with a young boy, and then he had a whole like sob story about being born again and not being gay again, not being gay anymore, and he got caught again.
Yeah. I think you can't cut off your emotions, but you can start practicing it.
Yeah,
So like you
definitely.
could be
can
celibate.
choose-
Like in my
That's
head.
when you can choose.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
you can choose. You
but,
can
like,
choose
even-
what you
that.
like.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can
can
choose how to act
choose
on it.
not
Choose to act on it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what a lot of religious people expect of
Exactly.
people.
That's
is
the
weird.
argument.
That is crazy.
That is
Which
the
is
argument.
weird.
That is the
Yeah,
argument. They're like,
that's
oh,
weird.
we're not saying God hates gay people. We're not saying believe you're
But
gay.
they hate the fact that you
You
act
act on
upon
it. That's the argument they always give. I'm
You
like,
know?
okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna I've had family members that suggest to me that I should just like hold it in and just like have a woman.
That is so sad.
I know, and
Do you
it's
know what
like
I
I'm not
mean?
gonna put because like eventually it's gonna fight. It's gonna catch
It
up with
will.
you,
I promise you.
and then
woman.
you're gonna crash out.
I promise you, there is no relationship that's based on a lie
Yeah.
that will last.
Yeah, it's gonna
Eventually,
crash
even
out.
if you're together 10, 20 years,
Yeah,
it will crumble. You lay
and that's
next,
why you hear
will lay
stories.
next to this woman and be like, oh,
yeah, literally.
You literally wake
now.
up in the morning like,
And it's not. And at that point, you've brought
and
kids
then now
into the
you're in the
world.
toilet for 2 hours
The
looking at
toilet.
men, looking at men on your phone, because that's your. You know, a lot of men find comfort in the toilet.
Oh yeah, because like
Because that's where there's no babies and
yeah.
like your woman don't question you,
Yeah.
and they'll be locked in the toilet for 2 hours looking at gay porn.
yeah.
How do you get here?
Have you ever had anyone preach to you personally and say, you're a sinner or you're going to hell or
I
what you're
had
doing
that
is
guy.
bad?
I was going home from the club.
Oh, the
And
Jamaican.
he
yeah.
told me, "Oh, why did I choose this lifestyle?"
Was he
And
talking about God or he's just
he
saying?
was talking about it being an abomination, but I don't know why he was saying that because it's Caribbean.
Is that the only thing? Like that's the only. You're so unserious.
what does that mean?
Doesn't have to do anything.
No, because
What does that mean?
Caribbean people are not really holy people.
So the first episode we was coming for Nigerians, and now we're coming for Caribbean.
No,
people.
let me elaborate.
Okay.
So, let me elaborate.
Please,
Because I don't want it to be.
clear the air.
There are some religious, Christian Caribbean. I know there's
Yeah.
Muslim Caribbean also. However, the majority,
Muslim
the
Caribbean?
majority of the culture,
Like the whining and the grinding and
yeah,
this.
it's very much about.
But I feel like that's a
pum-pum.
stereotype.
It's very much about weed.
I feel like that's a stereotype. I don't.
They call who do they call their President Vibes cartel?
Oh my god.
What are we even doing?
Caribbean people. No.
Okay, I'm just saying. I just found it bizarre that it would come from him.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? Because your culture is not heavily based on religion compared to like Ghana or Nigeria where we're extremely religious.
I see what you mean.
That's what I mean.
see what
I
you
don't
mean.
mean obviously I'm joking, guys.
Because like they're
it's
more
not
free,
Yeah,
they're more free, they're more like the Caribbean parties, the dance songs.
Yeah,
I
like
know.
they're more open.
The
Like
whining and the grinding.
the way they're open in their music, that
Yes.
wouldn't really be a
I
thing.
see what you
Obviously,
mean.
Afrobeat is kind of open, but
not
it's
to the extent of
that
I see what you
explicit.
mean.
Like,
And
you
then
know?
I see what you mean. And then
And even the fact that they don't really get married as well.
they don't get married.
I mean,
This is gonna be one of those episodes where they come for you, and I'm not gonna.
Let's set this one out
that,
because you're gonna get called back
no,
man for
I
dead.
know some that are married, but there's a lot that are not married.
So what do they do? Just like
It's just that I've been told from Caribbean people themselves that a lot of times like they just don't believe in marriage because it's kind of like there's no point and stuff like that.
I see.
Do you know, I've been told.
I
like,
see where you're coming from.
I'm
though.
not making an assumption. Like, obviously, there is married. I know a lot of Caribbean couples that like Caribbean families that are married.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot more that are not.
I
They
see-
don't believe in it.
I see where you're coming from
you
in the
know?
sense that
But then also their music kind of do promote that.
yeah, that's why I mean I see where you're coming from because like they're more accepting of a lot of vices.
But
And
this was all just to say that coming from him, I just thought it was bizarre.
Yeah, because
Do you know
they're
what I
accepting
mean?
of a lot of things.
You know,
so
and
it's like
and to be fair, like anyway,
I think him judging you in the first place
yes,
is bizarre.
Yeah.
I feel like it was bizarre.
Because the whole point of religion.
Because
this-
if you're gonna follow religion to the T, why do you have dreadlocks? Like not.
no, but you're on
The whole
you
thing
know
is
what I
judging
mean?
you. You know
Because
what I mean?
the thing is, right? This is my thing. If you're gonna come to me and tell me that I'm gonna go to hell because of whatever, you have to be the most purest person in the world. I'm talking about you don't have no iPhones,
100%.
you don't have no fake hair in your head, you don't have no tattoos,
No
all of your children are from
makeup.
marriage.
all your children are from marriage.
Yes.
Like, do you know
One
what I mean?
marriage only.
But even then, like you have no rights to tell me.
You're living by the script. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But half of the people that have so much to say about the gay community and about people,
Yeah.
they don't live the life that qualifies them to even have an opinion.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
definitely.
mean? Like that's the only thing that annoys me. It's kind of like you can't have an opinion when you've got so many skeletons in your closet. Do
It
you know?
actually even says in multiple scriptures in the Bible that who are you to judge somebody else?
Yeah.
Because judging is only for the Lord.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
It's not quote unquote, guys, but you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
who are you that you feel so like, guys, this is to the point where even on TikTok, when I posted my fitness videos, I posted a video about me going to a fitness event. This girl, so the video went viral and I got a whole bunch of hate comments and a whole bunch of people talking about, oh, like, repent, God forbid, and Jesus is coming. My fitness video
Jesus has been coming for the last 1,000 years. Where is Jesus?
This comment, mind you, these comments were under a video of me going to a fitness event just because I was going a two-piece set that looked
like
amazing
shorts?
on me, by the way. Yeah, my short, you know, the one that make me look, and you know, I'm a volunteer. So,
Shit, big girl.
do you know what I mean? So because of that, so this woman, this girl, she's a wannabe singer, and she's now commented under my post, Jesus loves you. And now she felt warranted enough, because I don't know if she thought she was the Holy Ghost or whatever, to come into my DMs and invite me to her church.
Oh my God.
Off of my video.
Where is she from? Do you know?
I think her name was Choma. She must be Nigerian.
Oh, she's Nigerian.
You're coming off of my fitness video. You've now decided to come and message me to invite me to your church. Based on what?
Based on your booty shorts?
She feels entitled.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, come to my church. Like, let me save
she
you.
feels
It's
entitled.
literally,
Who are you to save somebody?
Yeah.
Even your pastor cannot save me.
Yeah. And
I don't believe in pastors.
Yeah.
No, but no one needs saving over here.
Yeah, that's
like
what
no
I'm
one actually needs
saying.
saving.
So you're coming in my space to evangelize.
And
So
like,
why are
this
you
is
not
thing,
evangelizing?
like, and the thing is, like, when you're talking about saving, you're talking about, there's so many people in church right now today
Hungry
that are coming from Dear Plug.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, of course.
They actually are.
No.
If we're gonna have a real conversation, you
in the closet, in the shadows.
You're in the shadows.
That's
You're
what
in
it
the
is.
episode. When
A
you
lot of church
when
people
you
are in the shadows.
yeah,
A lot of them.
Yeah.
like you're in the shadows, but then as soon as you come on the street, now you want to scream.
But
Wow.
yeah, the only thing is I don't like when, because I came across an encounter where there's this boy on Twitter that I know for a fact, like, he follows all the girls. All the girls, he follows all the girls.
Like the dolls.
Yeah, all the girls, all the dolls, he follows everybody. So you're clearly part of the community. He doesn't explicitly say it, but you're not an ally boy. Like, you're part of it.
Yeah.
So tell me why now he's tweeted something silly like, oh, no Sodom and Gomorrah happening in the changing rooms on my gym. Boy,
because
people don't get the fuck out of here. You're a batty man yourself.
Do you know what's funny? I feel like they use it a lot of times. They use homosexuality for clout.
100%.
Yeah, so it's like it's an easy thing for them to pick at and for them to say, and they know it's gonna like a lot of Nigerian blogs. I'm not gonna name them because I don't want to give them free press, but they like to bait. So they post something very gay, very homosexual, whatever, and be like, oh, look at this couple, two men, whatever. Like it sounds very innocent, but then you go under the comment section and you see hate after hate after hate. You know what's funny when it comes to religion in Africa? These religions that we follow now in Africa, majority of these religions, they're not our religions. They brought them over. The colonizers brought them over. They're not.
Yeah,
so like, if you're gonna talk about religion, you're gonna say, oh, it's not being gay. It's not an African thing. Being Christian is not an African thing.
It's not.
Being Muslim is not an African thing. They brought that shit over here. They enslaved our ancestors. They made us do this, and now you're gonna be here telling me that it's not an African thing.
No,
do you know about what an African thing is?
The agenda that being gay is being
Western.
Yeah. Since when?
It's crazy because even before social media, even before we were able to see people on TikTok and OnlyFans, if you went to countries like from Thailand to New Zealand to Nigeria, whatever, there are gay people in these countries. There have always been gay people in these countries.
Always been gay.
That had no connection with each other.
There is a word for gay people, even
in every culture.
In our tradition.
Exactly.
If that wasn't a thing, then why do we have a word for it?
And even before Christianity and colonialism, gay people in Africa were actually revered.
Of course.
Like
of course.
they were looked at because if you like look at homosexuality as an energy, as a gay man myself, like I describe myself to I don't really like put labels on myself because I feel like that limits.
It's a box.
It's a box.
Yeah.
So I mean, from the outside looking in, I'm a feminine gay guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I harbor the masculine and feminine
duality.
100%.
Duality. So
beautiful.
even my friends, my female friends will come and ask me
for advice
about
course.
relationships with their boyfriends. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like I give like authentic, grounded,
real advice,
real advice that actually
You can
is
kind of see
constructive.
voice. You can see it from the woman's side. You can kind of feel it from the woman feminine side.
And
Exactly.
that energy is really extremely important because
Yeah.
it balance out, because a lot of the problems in the world we live in
There's a lack of either feminine or
a lack
masculine.
of balance,
You're
because
so fucking
because
right.
most of the hardship and the wars come from
The masculine energy.
the masculine energy being too overpowering.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And too overpowering, too greedy,
Yeah.
too egotistical.
Yeah.
And then you have the female
feminine.
energy that gets oppressed by the masculine
Yeah.
energy. So then it's kind of like you don't have the balance
The
in the world. That's why
balance,
it's
yeah.
always like
Literally.
where gay people sit in the middle and calm the whole
Yeah,
situation.
and I do know as gay people, of course, we're not perfect. We're human beings at the end of the day. But I always say, like, we are the most beautiful creators. Like, I think we're even the closest to what God is, because gay people, we make, look, the beauty around us, like from fashion to
look at
makeup to
Scaparelli.
art, it's
so
us.
talented.
The culture is us.
I mean, don't quote me. I might be wrong. I even heard that, I don't know if in New York, but apparently in New York, the highest earners are actually gay
people,
males.
Yeah.
And I believe that.
It's
I do believe
fashion,
that.
it's
Yeah, it's everything. Like, we're
it's-
tapped in, and when we do something, everyone else follows. Like, we lay the road.
So I do believe that we are highly blessed. So
Of
how can
course.
something so highly blessed be a curse?
I mean, even
Like,
Jesus was
you know what I
crucified,
mean?
baby. They crucified Jesus. So,
Exactly.
like, if they
and
can't
about
crucify
that,
him,
actually, I believe if Jesus was alive today, nowadays, church people would not like
of course,
him in
No,
that
they wouldn't.
building.
of course,
No, they wouldn't.
They would not
of course,
like him in that
because
building.
he's preaching things that go against what they believe is right.
He was
He's
welcoming
preaching
to
love.
everyone.
He's preaching acceptance. It's just
Love.
And
Church
the-
people will
and-
tell it all.
and the people that have so much opinion and walk around in this world with their head in their asshole, you're gonna gag, bitch, when you die and you go to heaven. There's only 5 people there.
Whatever.
There's gonna be 5 people in heaven because
that's
most of you
even-
have not made it.
I'm even
Yeah,
happy
no,
you
because
brought
you're not.
that.
You're like, yeah, because
I mean,
you're
I'm
inherent.
not going to say a lot of people need to look within themselves and see. Do you
Yeah,
think you're going?
like
Yeah.
you are not a good person. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like this is what people are missing most of the
And
time.
the thing is, and it's
going to church
fine.
doesn't guarantee that you're going to go to heaven.
Yeah.
You are not a good person.
Like, no one is a good person. Like, not in a sense of we're all sinners.
No one's perfect.
No, we're all sinners, but
you know what I mean?
my point is the whole point of religion is, like any religion, whether you're Muslim, Christian, you're Buddhist, whatever. It's supposed to be you filtering your soul
100%, I
throughout
agree.
life. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
I
you're
agree.
supposed to be walking in this kind of path to better yourself and others around you. You're supposed to be a good person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
You're supposed to make a positive impact.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
when
It's not supposed to be about fear. It's not supposed to be about exclusion.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be about, you can't sit here.
You're
you
wrong,
can't.
you're right.
Yeah.
You should be isolated. You know, it should be about coming together.
There's
Wow.
one Bible verse that I think is like I think that came directly from God itself, and it's do unto your neighbors as you do unto yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like if everyone did that, we would be
I'm telling
In a
you.
better
because
day.
I'm not gonna be shooting my
telling
neighbor.
you.
I'm not gonna be shooting myself. I'm not gonna be stabbing myself. I'm not gonna break myself. I'm not gonna. You get what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna.
And
be
it's sad that even parents that are practicing of like religion forget these kind of commandments. Like when you come out to them and they decide to abandon their own blood and just be like, yeah, like you're on your own now.
I feel like
What does the Bible say about that?
I feel like
That
with
is
them, it's more they care a lot about what people are gonna think
Exactly.
too.
Yeah.
Especially
And that
African
itself
parents.
Yeah.
It's not in the Bible.
Yeah.
Like, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So if we're gonna follow the Bible as a way of living, then it's either you follow all of it and you actually like take the steps that are being preached in the scriptures,
That's why.
or
that's
don't
what I
claim
was
to
saying
be a Christian or be singing gospel and every day God here, God here, God there, but you yourself, you don't have God in your heart.
earlier. No, but that's what I'm
Like, a
saying.
lot of
Like,
people don't
be a
have
good
it.
person.
Like, and it's sad.
Just be a good person.
I don't even.
Just be a good person.
I don't even believe in the concept of heaven and hell. I mean, it's just I don't. Yeah, I just think I do think that people you will account for the things you've done, but I don't think it's a situation where God is gonna put you into fire.
I
I
just
I
don't think
just
so
don't
either.
believe it.
I feel like
That's
God
all.
is too loving to do
Exactly.
that to
Exactly.
people
Because
that
like
he's put in this world.
Exactly.
He's way too loving.
exactly, because even like a mother, like as much, no matter how much you piss off your mom or no matter how much the relationship is estranged, that love would always be there. And like even if it takes until her deathbed or your deathbed for you to reunite, you would come back together.
Yeah.
So even a mother can love someone, love you that much. The God that created you and the mother is not gonna abandon you. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you believe that, obviously, we're talking about religion and everything, so how do you feel about religion or church becoming one of the biggest businesses, like in Africa, in a way where people kind of believe like that pastors are kind of like magicians,
Yeah.
and like they put all this kind of power into pastors,
And your pastor's
like,
riding around
to
in
the
a
point, yeah,
Rolls
that they
Royce.
can cure diseases
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, or pray the gay away, which is funny because it's something I went through. When my family found out I was gay, I used the word conversion therapy, but of course they didn't think of it as conversion therapy. But I went to church, I went to mosque, and I even went to like traditional shrines. So I had prayers over me. I bathed in rivers. I had my head shaved. It was intense. And during that whole process, it wasn't once. It was like multiple times over the years. I felt like I wasn't enough. Like it wasn't, even the whole time that thing was happening, I stopped seeing men, I stopped meeting women, I stopped having sex with men. And my family is very spiritual, very religious. And it was a situation where they put that over my head. It's like, okay, if you don't stop this, you're gonna go to hell. And when they realized like I didn't even care about hell anymore, they started to use other things like, oh, we don't know if what you are you the one taking the dick? Are you the one getting the dick? If you're not careful, your booty's gonna be loose. Like they use,
Oh my God, the diapers. My mom used to say,
Diapers.
"Oh, you know these people, they be wearing diapers."
Yeah. So it was
But
always
I never
fair.
understood the anatomy until now.
Yeah,
Obviously,
it was
now I get
always fair. Like they always use religion as a tool of fear. So even when the clerics and the pastors and whatever, they use this, they make people think like they have this ability. It's through fear. And when human beings, we're human. When we're scared of something, it's easier to control us. So for a long time, I allowed that fear that I had of hell or of disappointing my family or disappointing God itself. It led me to hate myself, and I felt like I was not enough until I started to realize that this love I feel within me is what God is, and what they're saying, all that external noise, is bullshit. And that's when I started to get closer to spirituality and learning that how I treat others and how I treat myself is more important than what some book says. Because when you think about religion anyways, the logical aspect of religion, as one day said, is just it's very illogical, because this is a book that was written thousands of years ago by people, well, God, they say God, but like it was given to people thousands of years ago that lived in a different time.
Yeah.
Like these people, they're not in this situation that we're in. They didn't have phones, they didn't have the internet, they didn't have the struggles we have. It's a different life, it's a different time. So how can we use this book that was made thousands of years ago to live life now? It doesn't even make sense. And a lot of things about, I grew up in Islam, a lot of things about Islam used to confuse me, and I had a lot of questions, especially during Ramadan. Up north, in the northern hemisphere of the world, like Antarctica and like Norway and stuff, the sun doesn't, it takes a long time for the sun to set. So like, for example, maybe they only have an hour or 2 hours of darkness during the year. And like we have Ramadan. I don't know if you heard of Ramadan. So in Ramadan, you fast from sunrise to sunset. So in my head, the people in Norway, and their sunrise to sunset is only 2 hours. Are you telling me they're gonna be fasting for 22 hours? What kind of God would tell you to do that? Do you get what I mean?
I get it.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like it was tailored for the people that lived in that area.
Yeah.
And if you go to
it makes it unfair. Not
yeah.
balanced.
And if you go to other areas where it's like it's not geological, it does not make sense. But like I said, I don't know. All I know is that love and do unto your neighbor as you do unto yourself. That's my way of life.
I feel like that's literally all that there is to it. Like, and I feel like also like churches would be, because again, I don't really speak much about religion as much as I speak about church, because
you grew up in church.
Yeah, and also like I don't have any like kind of, not criticism. I'm not that you guys have been criticizing it, but I don't have any like questions or criticism for religion, just because for me everything that is in the Bible does make sense.
You think so?
Yeah, because all the scriptures can kind of be applied to your life now. You just kind of have to read in between the lines. Like I feel like when it comes to the Bible, you can't just take it literally. You just have to paraphrase it and interpret it into your
I feel like you could do that with anything
everyday
though.
life if you want to. Obviously,
I feel like that's the issue, because then some people start to
It's vague.
do this.
Yeah.
and then go off tangent, and then
And start
now
saying a bunch of random shit.
now saying some weird stuff that doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, because I've not read the Bible, but I've heard of verses in areas where they speaks about like specific things like clothing and like things like, you should.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't apply
Like,
now.
obviously, it's not the whole Bible that it would apply to your life.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's just like bits and pieces that.
But it should apply to your life.
Yeah,
If you're gonna call yourself a Christian or a Muslim,
but it can't.
Then you need to follow the book that you are using to condemn other people down to the T, bro.
Oh yeah. I'm talking for me, like
for you, of course. But I'm saying for like in general for people, like that's what I was saying earlier. Like if you're gonna be so judgmental to other people,
100%.
I need you to literally be word for word, bar for bar.
Yeah, but I think they can't though.
I will
it's not possible.
It's
I
not
will
possible.
not take any type of like spiritual guidance or
mentoring.
Yeah, trying to, I don't know, a savior from anyone that isn't a priest and not a pastor, a priest.
Even priest. God forgive me, because
fair enough.
No,
no,
you know.
I'm saying, okay, no, I get it.
Yeah,
or a nun.
we're not gonna get into that.
It has to be a nun.
Or how about people just?
Do you know what I mean?
I feel like no one has that right, Kojo. No one has the right to tell you.
Oh no, definitely. Obviously, mine is a hyperbole. Like I don't actually mean it, but it's like, if you're not these like symbols of like holiness, save it. And the thing is, that's like, I live by that. I will never look at someone. I always say that as much as I joke and play, and I may say stuff that is like, you know, it's funny, I don't actually judge anybody.
What about
No, you actually don't.
What about the guy in DC with the 96 loads?
Excuse me?
The guy with do you know what? When that story came up in my head and I saw all the gays, they were commenting and they were like, wait, let me land, let me finish.
This is about God.
Can you let me finish? Can you let me finish? Can you let me finish? You gonna let me finish?
Okay, go ahead.
So when people were judging him, in my head, I'm like, it's the same way they judge us. He has made a decision, and other people that
Girl, in the group chat, you said this is why gays are going to hell.
You let me finish. Exactly, but that's the problem.
Wandy, is that not what he said?
Are you not gonna let me finish, Kojo? Are you not gonna let me finish?
Girl, okay.
Are you not gonna finish? But that's the problem, because we subconsciously, even us, we judge other people.
I did not judge that boy. That boy, listen, that boy was having a good time. There were firemen in DC, and he was having a good time. I did not judge him once. Shit, if that hoe can take 96 low, let him do it. Shit.
But that's the problem, because I was on Twitter and people were judging him, and people were saying, like, even me, I was like, it's excessive.
I see these people don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even subconsciously, even us, we judge other people. So like, I feel like it's a human flaw. So yeah, so it's like, no one is perfect. So like, but I don't know, he's an adult, he's consenting, he had the right to do what he wanted to do, and the people that were with him, they were consenting as well. So but who are we to say that this is wrong? So I feel like I don't think
people were more so saying that.
People were like, it's a lot.
It could never be them, but could it really never be you?
But that's part of the judgment.
When I catch you in a dark room, it's in and out. It's been 7.
But that's part of the judgment. That's part of the judgment. It can never be you.
Could it really never be you?
But that's part of the judgment.
It can never be me. It can never be me. But it's you on your knees.
But that's
in
part
church,
of the judgment.
When it comes to church, I feel like everyone just needs to love each other.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
And just be positive and
just be positive. Even the pastors, your sermon that you're preaching is about, you know, we're preaching about strength and, you know, having brains, and you can achieve anything in life, and, you know, don't ever doubt yourself. Don't let the devil
positivity
put self-doubt in your head. And then all of a sudden, but these gay people that they said, how did that even fit in the
it's true. Yeah. And the thing is, like, being gay is not the biggest topic to have in church.
They will drop the gay thing in every
sermon. Because we're an easy target. It's the same reason why they put us on blogs and people come in the comments section.
Absolutely.
It's an easy target.
Is this about preaching the word of God? Is this about...
It's about views. It's about likes. It's about controversy. It's about clout.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's about clout.
Because church adheres to the hierarchy of society anyway.
Literally.
Like in church you have like the pastor, which is like the big dog, then you have
Literally.
like the
Which is so funny,
Whatever
because the
the
pastor will be
ones.
driving a Lambo, and then the other churchgoers, they won't even be driving.
they walk to church.
Yeah. Self-proclaimed evangelists. Actually, let's touch on it again.
I think we should say
anyone can evangelize, but it's like, if you're going to evangelize, let's evangelize to a broader range of people. So let's evangelize to the drug dealers that are selling you weed. Let's evangelize to them. Let's also evangelize to the woman beaters. Let's evangelize to them that you have in your homes. Let's, also let's evangelize to to a wider range of people, like everyday evangelism to the same group of people. Why we not
from that perspective it's like it's agreeing that what we're doing is
because
right.
Remember I sent into the group, there was the guy was doing interviews, and he wanted to bring people into the light, and he went outside of a gay club. Like, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why not go into
a strip club?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You chose to go into a gay club and be like, oh, why? This and that, the third. Like, if we're gonna really do the evangelism,
I don't even want them to be in gay spaces, because I don't. Being gay is not wrong. I don't need you to evangelize and tell me my lifestyle.
I don't believe that as well.
Like, so I don't need them. We don't need them to evangelize. They need to focus on the real problems.
Exactly.
And that's not us. That's not us.
There is a lot.
We're consenting adult
problems.
There are
a lot of problems.
Get swept under
there are a lot of problems.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like,
that's amazing.
And then everything that happens in the world, they find out one.
Yes,
it's
like it's because of the gay people.
This happened. Oh, it's the gay people. Everything. It's the gay people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's silly.
Yeah, but it's funny because even the story of Sodom and Gomorrah,
which is so funny.
There was a lot going on in Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm still not sure if homosexuality was part of it, because the whole thing is very ambiguous.
I don't even remember the story.
But the story was that the Sodomites and the Gomorrahites, they were very immoral people. So they were doing a lot of things, but people seem to want to touch on the homosexuality part.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
we're not even sure if that's what they meant. It's not very black and white. It's very ambiguous.
It's crazy, because a lot of these pastors be gay because they be in my DMs.
Oh my God, child. That is the end of our episode. That is the end of our episode, guys. Joe, do you want to close it with a prayer?
Let's do it. Father God, thank you for getting us here this morning after a long night.
Yes, we had a very long night.
We thank you for leading the way for us to be here today. I feel like you came here for us to have a message to spread love to the world and not hate. And we thank you for being able to fulfill the message that you've brought us here to send. Amen.
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 So that's us for today.
Amazing.
Follow us on all our social media platforms: Pigmented Taboo on TikTok, on Instagram, and on X. And guys, feel free to send us any like dilemmas or anything, or like, what's your relationship with like religion? Like, how do you feel about being gay and your religion? You can always DM us. You can also DM us individually. And that's that.
Amazing.